What is the square root of 100?
10.
It is 10. Good. That's not so bad.
Yep.
All right, we're going to come back to 2. We're going to do 3 next. I've got a bunch more that we can work on, but let's all right. So you should always start out by writing a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That is the Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem. Okay.
Yes. And a and b are the legs.
And B in the legs. Okay. All right. Well, that's what we need to do. So A, that's 5 squared, and B squared is 12 squared equals C squared.
That's right. You've got this down.
And yep,
What is
25, and then 12 and 12 is 144.
Okay, what do those add up to?
It adds to yeah, 169. Hello?
Okay, very good. What is the square root of 169?
Square root of 169. The square root of 169, that is 13.
It is 13. Very good. Any questions on that?
Nope, that's good.
Okay. All right, so let's look at number 8. We'll get back to some of these other ones, but we're going to do the easy ones first. Now, if you're ever wondering why they're called legs, the idea is that if you have a person here, they have legs coming out of their body. These things are legs.
Okay.
That's a joke. All right, sorry about that. Okay, Sourish, thanks for playing along. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and b are the legs. They're the ones that are next to the 90-degree angle. So this is 15 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared.
Okay. All right. Well, 15 times 15, that's 225.
Okay. And how about 8 squared?
64.
Okay. What do they add up to?
289.
289. Okay, so what is
And
the
that's
square?
gonna be the hardest.
You're welcome to use a calculator.
I would say 16.8.
It's exact. Do you have a calculator?
Yeah, I have a calculator. I
Okay,
solved
just
it.
double check your calculation.
I double checked it. It's 16.8.
It is not. Try again.
Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, right. 17.
It is 17. Good. Okay. Any questions on that before we move to a slightly harder one?
Any questions on that? Nope.
Okay, so let's look at number 9. Number 9 is a triangle. Are they giving you the 2 legs this time?
Well, yes, the same 2 legs. 7 squared plus 25 squared equals x squared.
No. A and the legs come out from the 90-degree angle.
Oh, this is different?
That's why I said this one's different. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. X squared plus 7 squared equals 25 squared. So when you're looking at a problem, you have to decide if the legs are given or the leg and the hypotenuse.
Okay. All right. This is going to be, okay. X squared plus 49 equals 25 times 25, 500.
Try again.
625.
Yes. Okay, so to solve this, you're going to subtract 49 from both sides of the equation.
Okay. Okay. That is, so that's how you do that.
Go ahead and
Okay.
tell me the result when you subtract.
All right. I'm getting to it.
Okay, take your time.
575.
Nope, try again.
Okay. All right. 576. Was I close?
576 is correct. Now you have to take the square root of both sides.
Square root of both sides. Okay. All right. Square root of both sides. That's gonna be
Please use a calculator if you have one handy.
I am doing it. I'm doing it. 24.
It's 24. Good. X is 24. Very good. All right, so we're going to do one like this. So it's slightly different format of problem here. The way I wrote these problems is that they give you the information in the top here. So you have to label the triangle. So I want you on your paper to label this triangle and substitute the values of B and C.
Okay. All right. So B is A solve. Okay.
So your triangle should look like
Yes,
this.
I got this. I got this. I got this. Six. The final answer is 6.
That is correct. A is 6. Very good. So let me give you a slightly more difficult one to try.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
16 again.
For A? Yes, it is 16. Very good. Okay,
Yep.
so let's go back to your worksheet. And we'll find some that are just a tiny bit more difficult than this. Let's go back to number 2 on your worksheet. So before we do that though, if I tell you that the square root of 10 and then you square it, do you know what this becomes?
That's going to become what you know. It is just 5,
It's 10.
10.
It's 10.
Yeah.
The square root is undone by the square. What is the square root of 9 squared?
Square root of 9 squared.
Yes,
9 squared. 9. Oh wait, no, 3.
it's 9.
9.
It's 9 because the square undoes the square root. What is the square root of 30 squared?
What is the square root of 30 in the square? Okay, that's 30 again.
That's 30. How about the square root of 1 squared?
One square. It's just 1.
It's just 1. How about the square root of 8 squared?
Of 8 squared. That's 64.
Try again.
8. I'm sorry about that. I was thinking of that. I have to use a square root, but I'm sorry.
How about the square root of 17 squared?
17.
It's just 17. Good. Okay, now we're ready to do number 2. Okay, so this time they're giving you the leg and the hypotenuse. Okay. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So A, we're just going to call AX and B. So it's well, we'll use X. So it's X squared plus the square root of 18 squared equals the square root of 76 squared. Can you tell
Okay.
me what the square root of 18 squared is?
18 squared is 18 squared. That is 18.
Okay, so it's X squared plus 18 equals what's on the right hand side.
The right hand side. The right hand side. That is square root of 76.
Okay, so now to solve, we're going to subtract 18 from both sides. Can you tell me what that becomes on the right?
What that becomes on the right?
Yes.
On the right. On the right, that becomes the right. That becomes 58. Hello? 58. Matthew? Matthew? Matthew?
Hey, Sourish, did you get 56?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm
yeah,
sorry, 58.
yeah, where were you?
I just had to step away for a moment. So
Why?
uh, so let's keep going here. Do you remember how to finish off this problem? How do you undo a square root? Or how do you undo a square?
How do you undo a square?
Yes.
How do you undo? Okay. How do you undo a square? You just have to find, you just have to find the square root of 58.
That's right. And there actually is no square root of 58, so that is your final answer.
Yep. So just 58.
Just 58.
Okay.
So let's have you try one here now. So let's say this is the square root of 3 And this is the square root of 19, and this is x. I want you to solve for x, just like we did in the previous problem.
Okay.
How are you doing on this one, Sourish?
Doing okay.
Okay.
Okay. That right there. So we have to do 3 squared is 9.
You want to start by writing the a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Yeah. 3 squared plus 19 squared.
It's the square root of 3 squared plus b squared, because we don't know x, equals the square root of 19 squared.
Yeah.
So take it from here. What is the square root of 3 squared?
The 3 squared of the square.
What is the square root of 3 squared?
That's 3 and 19.
So 3 plus b squared equals 19.
And subtract by 3.
Okay. And get the
That's going
value.
to be able to make you 16.
So b equals, what does b equal? What is x in this case?
4.
It is 4. Good. Okay. So did you get this down in your notes? Because I want to give you one like it to try. Okay, I'm not gonna show you the screen. So did you get this in your notes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, I want you to solve for x.
Okay. I'm going to do it by my own.
Great.
The final answer is 6.
Yeah, really good. X is 6. Good. All right. Do you want a short break here before we move on to some
Yeah,
more
I'm on a
questions?
short break.
All right. I'll check back with you at 7:34.
Okay.
All right, Sourish, let me know when you're back.
Um,
All right, so let's work on another skill here before we go on to something new. So let's say it's 2 square root of 5, and we want to square this. So what this means is it really means 2 square root of 5 times 2 square root of 5. Okay, and that means you have to multiply 2 times 2. What is 2 times 2?
2 times 2.
4.
2 times 2 is that's 4.
And then
4.
square root of 5 times the square root of 5, what does that become? Square root of 5 times the square root of 5. What does that become?
Square root of 5 times the square root of 5. That becomes, what do you know? Is I would say 5.
It's 5, yeah. So this becomes 4 times 5. Okay, so the original problem becomes 4 times 5. So notice it's like squaring the number in front and then multiplying by the number underneath. So we're going to try that another problem here. Let's say it's 3 square root 6, okay, squared. So you're going to square the 3. What's 3 squared?
3 squared.
Yes.
3 squared. That is it's just 3.
No. Try again.
Okay, it's 9.
9. And then you're going to multiply by 6.
Multiply by 6. Okay.
What is 9 times 6?
9 times 6.
Yes.
9 times 6 is 9 times 6 is 13. Wait,
You're multiplying, sir. 9
sorry
times
about that.
6.
Sorry, it's 9 times 6 is 9 times 6 is 54.
Very good. Okay, let's try another one here. Let's say it's 4 square root 2 squared. Okay, so you're gonna square the 4. What's 4 squared?
And what is 4?
What's 4 squared?
4 squared is 16.
Okay, times the 2. See how the 2 comes down? What does that become?
16 times 2 is 32.
Very good. All right. So do you understand what I'm doing here? Because I want to give you one to try on your own.
Okay.
So yeah, that's 32. So try this one. 3 square root of 5.
3 square root of 5.
Can you tell me what your process
I
is
got
right now?
it.
Okay.
45. The final answer is 45.
It is 45. Good. Let's try one more here. How about 7 square root 3 squared?
7 square root of 3.
Yes.
7 square. Okay, I will try that out.
Very good.
$147. The final answer.
You are correct. Very good. Okay, so now we can do the go back to your worksheet here and work a few more problems. So let me get that snipped in. We're going to go to number 4 next. Grab a
Okay.
snip here of that. Here we go. So number 4, notice that they are giving you the 2 legs, a leg and a leg. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So leg, the leg is 9. So they're giving you A and B in this case. So it's A squared plus B squared equals C squared. That's 9 squared plus 7 square root 2 squared equals C squared.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so what is 9 squared?
81.
81. What is 7 square root 2 squared?
7 squared.
We just did a bunch of these, Sourish. You square the first number and then multiply
Okay.
by.
7 squared, 49, and 49 times 2. That's how it is.
Okay, so what is the answer?
49 times 2. 49 times 2. I told you 147.
It's not 47, Sourish. 147. That was the previous problem.
Okay. Okay. All right. I got this. I got this. I got this. All right. I got this. Can you help me out?
Well, let's go back and look at the ones that you already did. How did you get 7 square root of 3 become 147?
Well, I use the 7, use a square it, and then we bring the number down, and then you multiply by it.
Okay, so you're going to do the same thing here. You're going to square the 7, bring the number down, and multiply by it.
Okay. $98.
98, good. So go and add these numbers together.
Okay. All right, there we go.
What is 81 plus 98?
81 plus 98. Yep, that's what I know about that. That is going to be 179.
Very good. Okay, so when you take the square root, it's the square root of 179, and that is your final answer. All right, let's look at number 7. Number 7 is really similar. Can you tell me, when you look at this picture, what is the values of the legs? What are the 2 values of the legs?
The 2 values of the legs. Okay. All right. The 2 values of the legs right there. That's 6 and 3, 7. Oh, wait, there's no, I think we can stop here.
It's up to you.
Yeah, because it's almost time to go.
Okay.
Oh, but hold on. Let's do this final problem.
Okay. What is the value of the legs?
The value of the leg, that is 6 and 3 and 7.
6 is one of them. This is the hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse is in x.
It's x. That's right. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. X squared plus 6 squared equals 3 square root 7 squared. What is 6 squared?
What is 6 squared?
Yeah.
6 squared. That right there. 36.
Equals.
36. X squared plus 36 equals, as you know, I got that. 9 times 7, 63.
It's 63. So go ahead and subtract the 36.
Uh-huh. 27.
So x squared equals 27. And you take the square root of 27, which you can break apart. That's 3 and 9, 3 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the 3 out, so this becomes 3 square root of 3. All right, let's go ahead and stop here, stop our lesson here for today. So let me just stop the recording.